quite nicely, and you'll get the hang of it right away. So the last thing I want to really explain in depth is the Jad phase. As you can see right now, it is doing the flame phase, and I will talk about that in just a little bit. The way the Jad phase works is it will alternate between magic and range every hit. It is going to start with the opposite of whatever the last hit you took was. So the last hit that I took there was a range hit. So that means the Jad phase starts with mage. After the mage hit, it then is going to... At first, it may seem a bit confusing, but once I show you like an actual real-time kill, you'll see that it flows quite nicely, and you'll get the hang of it right away. So the last thing I want to really explain in depth is the Jad phase. As you can see right now, it is doing the flame phase, and I will talk about that in just a little bit. The way the Jad phase works is it will alternate between magic and range every hit. It is going to start with the opposite of whatever the last hit you took was. So the last hit that I took there was a range hit. So that means the Jad phase starts with mage. After the mage hit, it then is going to switch to range. After that, it's going to switch to mage. Now, after its third hit, it is going to do an acid attack. So I am going to move, like I did right there. And then it will continue going back and forth between magic and range. So now that you know the requirements, you know what to wear, and you know how to get there, let's actually talk about the boss's mechanics of the same attack style attacks in a row, and then it will switch, and it will do 3 of the other attack style. So if you enter the room, and it starts using magic, that means it is going to do 3 magic hits in a row, and then it will do 3 range hits in a row, and it will alternate back and forth like that throughout the entire kill. And just in case you need further clarification as to what these attacks look like, this is what the range attack looks like in slow-mo. As you can see, it's little green spikes, if you will. And then this is what the magic attack looks like. It's a group of, I guess, acid, you could say. They're similar in color, but you'll figure out the difference pretty quickly. Another important mechanic of the Hydra boss fight is the colored pools. Now, Jagex has even made this easy for you, and they've color-coded them. You will notice that there is a green, a red, and a blue pool inside of the room. When the boss fight starts, Hydra will be green. You're going to want to lure the boss on top of the red pool. Once the boss is below 75% health, one of its heads will fall off and it will turn blue. When that happens, you want to lure it on top of the green pool. Once the boss hits less than 50% health, he will turn red, which looks amazing, and you want to lure it on top of the blue pool. So that's the gist of the pools. That's the order that you need to lure them onto. At first, it may seem a bit confusing, but once I show you like an actual real, the last hit you took was. So the last hit that I took there was a range hit. So that means the Jad phase starts with mage. After the mage hit, it then is going to switch to range. After that, it's going to switch to mage. Now, after its third hit, it is going to do an acid attack. So I am going to move, like I did right there. And then it will continue going back and forth between magic and range. It's a little intimidating at first, but like I said, as long as you pay attention to whatever you took as your last hit, you know that you need to start with the opposite prayer of that, and then you just go back and forth, and as long as you remember to dodge the acid after the third hit, you should be golden. So, as I've said, I want to keep this guide short, sweet, and to the point. So now that I've explained the more intricate details of the mechanics, I'm actually just going to do a live commentary kill to explain the special attacks. Each of the phases has one special attack, but they're really, really simple. So to start the kill, I'm going to stand on this tile right here. The reason I do that is because then the Hydra will automatically be lured on top of the red vent. So, the special attack for this one is after its third hit, which was right there, it will do a poison hit. So I'm going to run away from that. After it does its poison attack, you know it is going to change attack styles. Because remember, every 3. Speaking of attack styles, that was its second, that was its third, so now I'm back to prey range. At this phase, I like to slowly but surely kind of work it north. Now you don't want to get it all the way north until it changes phases like that. Once it changes phases, I like to stand on this tile right here, because that will lure it on top of the green vent. Once it is on top of the vent, I then stand on this tile right here, and I wait for the lightning. As you can see, lightning will spawn, which it's right there. As soon as you see the lightning coming at you, run along this wall and stop on this tile right here. As long as you are standing on the right tiles and you time it somewhat well, the lightning should never hit you. So then I'm going to stand on this tile until the
go. Speed me up, Scotty. Yeah, we're pretty much done. Yeah?
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So, he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions. By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull, perpetual and compulsive repetition of words, of reckoning and calculating. I'm not saying that thinking is bad. Like everything else, is useful in moderation. A good servant, but a bad master. And all so-called civilized peoples have increasingly become crazy and self-destructive because through excessive thinking they have lost touch with reality. That's to say, we confuse science with the real world.
This is the beginning of meditation.
Most of us would have rather money than tangible wealth, and a great occasion is somehow spoiled for us unless photographed. And to read about it the next day in the newspaper is oddly more fun for us than the original event. This is a disaster. For as a result of confusing the real world of nature with mere science, we are destroying nature. We are so tied up in our minds that we've lost our senses. Time to wake up. What is reality? Obviously, no one can say, because it isn't words. It isn't material, that's just an idea. Reality is...
The point cannot be explained in words. I'm not trying to put you down. It's an expression of you as you are. One must live. We need to survive, to go on. We must go on.
Come on and love me. Come on and trust me. Come on and hold me like you do. 'Cause you've been heartbroken. make you eggs in the morning. Whatever you wanted. Yeah, baby, just tell me and it's yours. Oh, 'cause you can't love like there's a limit to your heart. And you can't live like there's a boundary to your soul. Baby, let me in because I know just what to do. Care for you. Care for you. Care for I'll be careful with you. Careful. I'll be careful with you. I thought about you again last night. Since the day that I saw you on my mind. And I remembered in the past we had better days. But in a downward spiral fast, I had to get away. Never thought you'd be that everlasting vision. My ammunition, the one I'm missing. Giving up was too easy. I'm willing to fight a war to have you again. I won't deny these feelings. My life on the line, our love is what I'm saying. Picking up heartbeat, leave me. Picking up heartbeat, leave me. Picking up heart, picking up heart, picking up heart, picking up heart, picking up heart. You kept me from going crazy, ran from love. And I remember in the past, you would always say, do anything to make it last, and still I went away. I'm never gone, I'm never gone. Carry me away. I'm never gone. I'm never gone. I'm never gone. Carry me away. I never felt so good. So good. I never felt so good. So good. I never felt so good. So good. I never felt so good. So good.
Come on, where's the video?
I'm never gone, I'm never gone. Carry me away. I'm never gone. I'm never gone, I'm never gone. Carry me away.
There's other damn drops there. Oh, Dragon Harpoon kill count too. It's not a drop from Hydra, it's a drop from Worm. Might kill the Worm. Is that what the fuck happened? What, the new drop first?
So good.
Right, so its last attack is always its first attack. The only thing with this Hydra is it keeps walking towards you, so it gets off the fucking bounty. Does it range it?
You still got my heart. I know I'm miles and miles away, but I know you would wait. Funny how home.
Why does it keep doing that? Don't walk onto it. Dragon Sword, kill count 2. Everybody's getting them on kill count 2. So I'm getting him out now. Mine! Right, guys, I just want to have a sip quick, like a drink. Then I'm just going to salt you through loads of kills. Yell my stream if you can, please, guys. Your turn. Yeah, good.
like strangers in the dark. Had my days when I was hoping I'd do better. I'm so glad you talked me down. Only when the sun won't go down and the night screams so loud, I know that you always see it through. You know that I'm always there for you. Only when the sun won't down, and I know that you when the sun won't go down. I know that you, when the sun won't go down.
It's like a magic of the time. These patterns, they envelop me. Distortion.
Digital disaster.
I was wrecking Zach, yeah. Kind of his bottle in. Need a fucking T-bow to shred it.
Digital disaster.
Trying to start the volume before I play the game. How does it fucking still hit through the fucking breath? Oh, the next one, yeah, sure. I'll explain it as easy as possible.
So close your your eyes, don't lose your breath. Our hearts collide, beat through our chest. We're so alive, we're here at last. We rise so high above the rest. So close your eyes, don't lose your breath. Our hearts collide, beat through our chest. We're so alive, we're here at last.
Basic there. As soon as you run over, you want to run over here, right into this corner, and lower it over. Stand in this spot, just one step off that. So attack whatever attack it does first. Like this is range now. The first attack it does, it only does one attack. Then you switch prayers. So now it does 3 attacks to that. So you switch to mage. Now it'll do 3 mage attacks, 2, and 3. Switch back to range. Range attacks again, it'll do 3 range attacks, 2, 3, so switch back. And just keep doing that, every 3 attacks. Oh shit, that was fucking quick, it should have spat pulls in there. Right, and whatever attack style it does last is what this one does first, so it'll do 1 attack, then switch. These are lightnings, I don't know how to avoid those just yet. You know, you do the same for this, you got to lower it onto this blue one onto this pool. And what it does, it weakens it so you can do more damage. Free, I don't know. Yeah, it was free. Just try and follow where I stand. Right, so that should do a range attack first. Oh, mage attack. Do range. Yeah. You want to lower it onto this one straight away. Spit flame out, so what you want to do is just run and try and avoid the flame. Fucking try and watch out for what attacks it's doing. See, like, I won't hit much, won't even hit past 6 in that phase. So drag it over to this. Get some big white heals in. And this is like the red phase. So it should spit out 2 of them flames. So the second one, and then it should be able to kill it.
So slide to what you got in mind. I don't understand you like I usually do. Like I usually do. But watching your head, 'cause you're getting on fire. You're not in a self-control. You're willing to risk.
Right, and this one, it'll do 1 attack of each. So you got to keep switching, and whichever, when it spits that out, it does its last attack again. So now watch mage, range, and then it should spit out that. Yep, so keep range on. Again, switch to mage. That should spit out 1 of them again. Mage does the biggest damage to what I've seen so far. That should perfectly light up. It's kind of easy, to be honest. It's getting better and better. First kill took me fucking falling down. You're welcome, brother.
Arms tight, heart is the summer as long you're feeling just right. Close eyes, baby, when you take it off, I'm seeing starlight, late nights. Honey, I'll hold you close until the leaves fall. Reality calls, the morning steals a final night. I feel it deep in my bones, addicted to this crazy feeling. Gotta let go, I lose myself in this moment. Forever is just hoping, hold it. It's gone before you know it. Feel it deep in my bones, just for a moment. Just for a moment.
Why is it reappear? Is there a way to get out of it?
My bones,
I can't get out of me when I win. This seems to be spawning in.
a moment.
What the fuck? How the fuck are people spawning in?
Deep in my bones, just for a moment.
I won't admit this, sits on my chest. Won't let my guard down, no not again. You break my bones out, like sticks and stones. Won't let my guard down, leave me alone. I won't make it out alive. I just like the way it hurts when the fire burns me. When the fire burns me. When the fire burns me. You know that I won't make it out alive. When the fire burns. When the fire burns. When the fire burns. When the fire I won't make it out alive. I just like the way it hurts. You know that I won't make it out alive. I just like the way it hurts. When the fire burns.
Cheers, bro.
See through the light, no more disguise. The scenery is crashing down to let all the truth be found. Didn't be long, had to move on to somewhere that I could be. Open my eyes and see I love the beauty in front of me, giving back all the energy that I never felt before. Beyond the lights of society that would kill it, me quietly now I found myself out of myself. My spirit's awake, I don't feel the same. So many people here, but somehow they disappear. 'Cause all that I trust
But it seems like there is a way to get out.
In front of me, using back all the energy that I never felt, before.
No, I'm getting better at it.
Beyond the lights of society that were killing me quietly, now I found myself a home out on my own. Out on my own. Out on my own. Out on my own.
So, how the fuck do people get to the spot? Unless you just log out and log back in. Don't think I can get the car. So I'm back to try. Let's go cat 5. Let's go cat 5 all year round, pal. So I think it always does attack you, right?
They think I've got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust people. But I don't need your word on what I'm into. A freak into my ego, forbidden if I make it mainstream. And I don't need to wake up to your whisper, forget it with some liquor. Damned if I ever have dreams, but I've got that wildfire, hey. And I've got that wildfire, and I've got that wildfire, hey.
RIP.
to heaven when I'm in your arms, feeling your presence when you're near or far. Who would have guessed we'd end up where we are? Even I had doubts. Don't tell me where we're gonna go, just take me. Right now, every time you close, I'm shaking. Yeah, you're the only one who knows how to save me. Don't tell me where we're gonna go, just take me, just take me. No second guessing, 'cause I'm hooked on you. You're the exception, breaking all the rules. We're so for better, nothing less will do. 'Cause all I want is you. Don't tell me where we're gonna go, just take me. Right now, every time you close, I'm shaking. Yeah, you're the only one who knows how to save me. Don't tell me where we're gonna go, just take me, just take me. Just take me. Right now, every time you close, I'm shaking. Yeah, you're the only one who knows how to say